Just Job TV versus Scotland. This is a Janitor here with what I'd like to call clean down extra. Maybe just a bit of detail cleaning, you know, scale and polish. Just some tips I've got for you just to maybe up your game in fighting games, at tournament or online. Just anything you can do to make your game a bit better. First thing, the point that everybody's going to tell you. It's so stupid, I don't know why I'm telling you this, because you should know this by now. It's practice. It's hit the training mode. It's get your combos down. Do them so that you can do them when you want them, how you want them, and you can do them exactly when you need them. Because the last thing you want to do is to sit out of a tournament and die because you've just not practiced that combo enough and someone hits you out of it. It's never good to drop a combo. It's definitely never good to lose because of that. Another good practice idea is to get a training partner. Someone at your level or maybe a little bit above you that you can bounce off each other. Try and get a little bit better. Because one thing I found out for playing with Gav, because he started out pretty much the same skill level as me, is that we're both sort of grown as players, bouncing off each other. One of us will get better, the other one will climb up, the other one will get better, I'll climb up. You know, you just sort of get better and better with the, like, obviously don't limit yourself to that partner. Go online, play against other people online, but whatever you learn from those matches, take it back to your training partner and see what you can do to help each other get a little bit better. Right? Now another one, funnily enough, the next point I'd say is share. Definitely, if you're playing games with your training partner, don't hold back, let them know what they're doing wrong, let them know what they're doing right, and then in turn, they'll help you. They'll let you know what you're doing wrong, they'll let you know what you're doing right, and that's just one way to help fine tune your game and get it right down so that you can be the best player you can be. We're not all going to be Daigo Mihara, we're not all going to be Justin Wong, but if we work together, we're all going to get a hell of a lot better and definitely threaten those guys if we ever turn up to a tournament that they're at. Another thing I'd say is review your own matches. It's always good to have someone else to tell you what's going wrong, but you can always with the online, with some games like Super Street Fighter 4, one thing you can do with that is you can watch your online matches back, which is always good. If not, maybe you've got capture equipment, maybe you've just got a camera. Hell, maybe you do just have to ask your friend, but that's what it is. You know, just review your matches, go over where you're going wrong, see if you can point it out yourself. Because that's one other thing I've noticed from doing the What I Did Wrong series, which hopefully I'll be continuing, so you'll be able to get more videos watching me fail, is that if I watch it back and see what I'm doing wrong, it just hits home that I'm doing it wrong. So I know that I need to change the game up, I need to do something a little bit different. And honestly, it's another thing that just helps up your game. Let's see, what else have I got? Another tournament tip I can think of is do what you can do. Like, obviously, we've all watched tournament videos and we've all seen, we've all seen guys hit massive 90 hit Dante combos in Marvel vs Capcom 3. We've all seen Justin Wong hit the one frame links with Rufus into the target combo into the Ultra. If you play fighting games, you've seen that sort of stuff. But if you can't get it down, don't always go for it in tournament. When you're in training mode, maybe you can get it down before the tournament, but find out what your best damage option is and do that. Because I'll let you know personally, is DJ. DJ's got that crouching medium punch that's a one frame link off the jab, right? I can't hit that. It'd lead to a whole lot more attack options, but I've not practiced enough to hit it. So I go for the standing medium kick instead. A little less damage, more consistent. I know I can hit that every time I want to do it. So the way I see it is, you get a little bit more, sure you do a little bit less damage, you've got to do a lot more work to get the win, but the way I see it is if you're hitting those combos, you're doing the damage, and you're threatening your opponent, and you're just letting them know that they can't sleep on you. Because if you're dropping combos all the time, they're going to think you're a scrub, and they're going to treat you like a scrub. But you've got to know that when you do that sort of, when you, anyway, when you, what am I going to say? Total mental blow up here. Anyway, the key, it happens in tournament as well, man. You're playing your game, you know, you're sitting there, you're at a bad day, you just have a complete mental blow up, you don't know what's going on. But anyway, back on track. All I'm saying is, just do what you can do best. If it's not the best damaging combo, who cares? Do what you can do best, and then you have way more success. I mean, it's cool online in practice to try and hit those big combos, style a little bit, but when it comes to playing in tournaments, just do what you can do best. Because the last thing you want to do is lose because you screwed up. And the last and most important point I think there is for anybody who's going to tournaments or playing online is when you get beat, it's all fair, it's all fine to get mad, to get pissed off, get salty, whatever you want to call it. But if there's anything you shouldn't do, don't quit. Don't quit the game because it's pissing you off. Look, fighting games to get into really well are tough and grueling to do. You're going to get your ass kicked, you're going to get bodied, you're going to get slammed, you're going to get totally hammered half the time. But that's the learning process. And sure, you might be a bit discouraged. I mean, I don't know if you've seen me at tournaments, if you have or if you haven't, I'll lose matches and I'll not talk to anybody for 10-15 minutes after it. But don't think of me as a bad loser because of it. It's because I wanted to win that match. Think of it as more passion and pride in what I do. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as me being a bad loser. I look at it as, I really wanted that win. And it is a bit disappointing that I didn't get it. But sure, I'll moan and I might, swear a bit and maybe kick things. But after it's all said and done, after the video's up on YouTube, or after I've thought about it, I play it back. I think what I could have done wrong, what I could have done right, and I think that's the mentality you've got to have. By all means, get salty, get mad, get passionate about your wins and losses. It's fair enough. If you like doing this as much as I do, it's going to happen. You're going to get pissed off and you're going to get mad at it. But that's the thing. It's because you like it that much that it happens. You're passionate about it. And when it comes to winning and losing, I think Steve Tyler of Aerosmith sung it best. You've got to lose to know how to win. And that's it. That's just it right there. You've got to take the beatings, you've got to take the losses. Because then, not only do you know how to win, but you want that win so much more, and when you get it, it's so awesome. I mean, I've not had major tournament success, let's face it. I'm not the best player out there. Sure, I've got a belt there that claims I am, but that's just a bit of bravado, a bit of hyperbole, and a bit of showmanship. But to be honest, when I hit those third places, when I hit those top eights, when I get fifth, all things I've done, I've appreciated them and I've loved them. And that's another reason I love going to tournaments. I love just that sense of achievement, and no matter what position I come. I mean, sure, I got smashed at SVB in the pools, but I got a little bit of redemption in the team tournament, and I loved that. It was great. But anyway, I've kind of rambled on a bit long and it's kind of gone a bit nonsensical, but if you ever come along at a tournament and see me, you'll know that I get all Ultimate Warrior about things and Mara just go on rants and go all over the place, and it just sort of happened, and I clap a lot and I rub my hands. But that shout outs to Gav with his Miyagi hands when he hits an ultra. But if you come to tournaments, you'll see that too. All I'm saying is, if you're into fighting games and you're watching this and you're not sure about coming to tournaments, all I can say is, get down there, give it a go, play it, see how it goes for you, and in the end, I know you'll enjoy it. This was a tip. This started out as a tips video, but I hope that it is a shining inspiration for anybody watching it. And you all take my words, go to tournaments, and have a hell of a time. Anyway, this nonsensical bullshit was brought to you by the Janitor for Just Jock TV. Thank you very much for watching, and feel free to dislike as much as you want because this video is crap. Anyway, catch you later. Thanks very much for watching.